game, and this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, Brown drills it from way out, showing off that limitless range.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Williams for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Puts up a deep 3. Tatum's shot is off.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And it's Brown missing. And here are the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Oh, good with the triple. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Dort. Latrey. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Celtics. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the 4th, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder. And a change for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Jason Tatum. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Pass to Horford. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over-the-back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Here's Horford. And it's Horford again missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one's good, Caruso.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Caruso. Outside, Horford. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's the three. Horford missing again. Outside Williams. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Picked by Horford. Lobs it up. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Thunder leading by 3. Stay with us. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Torrey Craig is out there with Horford. Then it's Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard. Here's Hauser. Misses the 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Caruso. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches a 3. Craig pulls it in. Celtics trail by 6. Outside, Horford. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the 3-point shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder. Picked by Horford. Pritchard passes to Horford. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 6 points for him.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
Drills the 3-pointer.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Tatum kicks to Horford. Again, the miss by Horford.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 9. Fires the 3. Wiggins with the block. And he recovers it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Hartenstein's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace. Porzingis is checked in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. Back to Holiday. Cans it from downtown. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play. But I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Outstanding vision there from the Latvian. Porzingis showing he can read the floor, capable of setting his guys up.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight. Here's
Pritchard. No good. That would have tied it. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wiggins. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Defended by Caruso. Holiday, the pass to Pritchard. Fires for 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Tatum with the screen on Caruso. Hauser the pass to Tatum. No one near him. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Celtics leading by 3. Over to the left wing. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Hauser, defended by Caruso. Shot clock at 3. Lets it go. And again, it's Boston converting. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Drills it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points in the quarter.
On a dime. Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Outside, White. Fires from deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 2. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And that's who Mark Daignault starts the second half. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And Boston with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Brown, good.
Look, it can be simple. Read the defense, call the play. Brown can really do it all.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Tatum looking around. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Back to Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Celtics leading by 8. Foul kicks to Tatum. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Puts up a 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. No problems knocking that one down. Porzingis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Pass to Hartenstein. Trying to end the drought. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Alex Caruso is checked in for Holmgren. Boston also with the sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for Derek White. The Thunder shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
The kick out to Holiday. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Brown with it. Dort covering. 5 to shoot. Brown, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Brown finds Holiday. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holiday's got 6 points.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Fires the 3. Boston grabs the miss. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by Williams. Takes a 3. And that one's good. Caruso. 6 points for him.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
And here's Tatum for 3. Pass to Pritchard. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Now here's Williams. The 3. And Pritchard pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Really left alone that time. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Outside Tatum. From the arc. No good on that one. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
It's his first trip to the line.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
And on his third shot, he finally gets it to fall. And here's Brown outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lost. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Tatum and Horford man the post position. And it's Shireman in at the 2. Thunder trailing by 7. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Joe's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Pass to Hauser. Williams against Horford. From deep. Boston again missing.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Celtics leading by 4. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Joe. Horford inside the line. And it's Horford again missing.
And he keeps trying to get himself out of this rut, but maybe it's not meant to be. I'd focus on sharing it with his teammates at this point.
Pass to Shireman. Left side, Horford. For the 3. Oh, they get it back. From past the arc. Again, the miss by Horford.
and he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Back to Williams.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feat.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Outside, Horford.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Thunder with some changes. He's checked in for Williams. Kenrich Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Horford with it. Dort covering. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And it's Al Horford with a 3.
He's just so productive. And Horford's teammates know they can rely on him because he always makes the high IQ play.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Horford against Williams. Let's go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And why not go to Horford? Big Al has played in so many big games, not intimidated by the moment. And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Pritchard passes to Horford. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that's how you want to get Horford his touches, within the flow of the offense, preferably right off the catch.
Celtics leading by 7. There's 1:47 left to play here in the fourth. Cornette kicks to Horford. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Horford.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jack. Holmgren comes in for Williams. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Wallace. And then for Boston, Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornette. Brown comes in for Al Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. The Celtics shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. White, good.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Holmgren's got himself on the board with 3 there. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Jumps up. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Holiday, no one around him. And again, Boston with the triple. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
Pass to Dort. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Brown.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And it's White missing. Williams with the ball. Out guarded by Tatum. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Blocking foul called on. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Boston with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Thunder foul. First personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Offensive rebound for 3. And no good. And So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,
Thank you for that, David.
league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. Pure from three-point range.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
And there's nowhere on the floor where Holmgren can't do damage. He's put a ton of pressure on the D with his jump shot.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker. That pass was from far, far away and right on the money.
A serious long-distance connection right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Randall. Picked by Gobert. To halt the run, Randall finds Gobert. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not going to go that time. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to McDaniels. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
The 3 from Holmgren. Sinks it from distance. Holmgren's got 7.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Edwards a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Three-pointer. Edwards, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hartenstein with it. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Randall deciding where to go with it. To the middle. It's McDaniels on the wing. The 3-ball. Ooh, poked away. Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, excellent work in pick and roll. Now, Randall looking crafty at creating for himself there.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The quick look, no good that time. Fires for 3. Randall can't hit. The Thunder have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well. Leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
And that one's good from Conley.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Thunder have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul of the game. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Pass to Randall. The 3 is up. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
Williams passes to Wiggins. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. He gets it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes a back and... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter, and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minot's checked in. They set the pick. Outside, Alexander Walker lets it go from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now Alexander Walker defending. Wiggins, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Outside, DiVincenzo. Down low, Wiggins with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Williams misses. Pass to Minot. Outside, Alexander Walker. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Wiggins.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Wallace. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. He's ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Williams is subbed in for Caruso. Randall, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. McDaniels from long range. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Holmgren. He's got 9. Gets the 3 to fall. Holmgren's got 12.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Gobert. Outside Conley. Pass to Randall. Offline with a 3. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Here's Holmgren. 12 points for him. 3-pointer. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Randall with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. And that's good. Randall for 3. He's got 9.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First personal foul.
That free throw no good. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 6. Drills it from deep.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. Conley looking for an opening. It's McDaniels on the wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Randall with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. From behind the arc. McDaniels can't hit. And here's Holmgren. Got it up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. Back to the game after this break.
They're thinking about this shot.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. To the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
For 3, Randall buries it from 3. Randall's got 12.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Over Edwards. Williams misses.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Randall against Holmgren. Randall on the screen. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the 3rd. Edwards for 3. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Minnesota leading by 8. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Randall outside. Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. SGA using that size.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Off the mark there with a 3. The Timberwolves have got gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Randall against Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Thunder trail by 6.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Randall. Clock at 6. And here's Conley. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Here's McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Lets the 3 fly. There's the 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Minnesota leading by 9. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Now, here's Williams. He's scoreless. Puts up a 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Timberwolves have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Randall, the pass to Gobert. The three-pointer off the mark. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Down by 12.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The shot by Conley, no good. The Thunder have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Stolen by Conley. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. For 3, Randall. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the paint. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. Randall pulls down the board. Hartenstein against McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Huge 3 to...
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We'll be right back after this word. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. We've got Edwards, Nas Reed out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Garza in at the 5, roaming the paint. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
The kick out to Wiggins. From downtown, and another 3 for Oklahoma City.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Reed, and stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Garza. Williams defending. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. To tie it up. Rebound, Minnesota.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
There's a screen. Caruso against Edwards. Fires from deep. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Thunder trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. DiVincenzo covering. Williams misses. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. He drops it from range.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's the 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
There's a screen. Wiggins for 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Minnesota has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Garza. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the three-pointer goes. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Let's go with a 3. Garza grabs the board.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Here's Reed. Fades away and sinks a tough shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Reed passes to Garza. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wallace outside. Wiggins outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 1:15 left in the fourth. The 3, DiVincenzo. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And they're running from deep. Reed with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. From the arc. Williams grabs the board. Here's Oklahoma City now. 8-point game. Caruso misses. Launches it from deep. The shot by Garza, no good.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 3. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And here are the Timberwolves. Launches a 3. On the wing, Caruso. Oh, he nails it!
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And Kevin, you've got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you've got to find guys and try to be economical about it, and they need to be able to play important minutes for you. It's a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Now here's Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Randall a screen on Brown. Just 4 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Brown against McDaniel. And here is Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
We're real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. And the 3 off target. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A shot. McDaniels finds Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Conley surveying the D, and he knocks down the jumper.
Basketball can be very simple. If you can let Conley run the pick and roll, it's normally a good thing.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Tatum, that's for 2. And another miss by Boston.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. To the left side wing. Pass to Conley. Randall outside. Lets the 3 fly. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And with the shot clock nearing 0, Randall calmly sinks one.
Tatum no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. White against Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston. McDaniels against Brown. McDaniels a screen on Holiday. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Got that one up quick.
Well, that's a nice up-tempo play from Holiday. Got the rock and didn't waste any time finding a shot.
And here's Edwards following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Randall a screen on Brown. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Conley. A 3 ball. Rebounded by Tatum.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Brown with the bucket.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Brown the pass to Tatum. And White kicks to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Randall. Over in the corner, Porzingis gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's the Celtics. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, they've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Torrey Craig is out there with Horford. Then it's Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes – I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And here is DiVincenzo. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep, he had a nice open look right there. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota. Tatum with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Tatum passes to Pritchard. A 3-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Reed finds DiVincenzo. For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by the Celtics. Up top, Tatum. Defended by Alexander Walker. Hauser misses. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Reed misses. Boston has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Alexander Walker. He has yet to score.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Pritchard, defended by DiVincenzo. Horford. And it falls over the rim and in. Horford's got his first points in this one.
No indecisiveness there from Horford. Just a good, quick decision.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Miller with a screen on Horford. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. There's the pick. Puts it up. Reed misses. Celtics trail by 3. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be. Look at that from Edwards, way out there.
Boston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And here's Tatum for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Minnesota leading by 3. Now, Alexander Walker misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. To the inside. The kick out to Holiday. Offline with his 3. For Minnesota, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Alexander Walker. Out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. For three, Edwards. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Stolen by Reed. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Here's Gobert. Pass to Alexander Walker. It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at point guard. And here's Edwards after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Brown. And stolen by White. Holiday with the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Gobert with a screen on White. They get the rebound. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. No one near Randall as he lets it go. His 3-pointers off the mark. Brown outside. For the tie. The rebound by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 3. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Over in the corner, Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. From downtown, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And here's Brown outside. No good that time.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Conley dishes to Edwards. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Conley kicks to Randall. 3-pointer. And it's rebounded by Drew Howard. Celtics trail by 6. The 3 from Tatum. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Holiday against Edwards. And here is McDaniel. 12 points for him.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. There's the three. Tatum no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. From outside the arc, a nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 15.
He can score from anywhere, whether it's pulling up or driving the lane. McDaniels is up to the task.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. The three is drilled by Tatum.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
To the wing on the left. Here's Gobert. Rebound, Boston.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. And a miss there on the triple. That's a 2 from Randall. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser, defended by Alexander Walker. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Minnesota making a switch. Garza's checked in. Lets it go from deep. Craig, good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, you know, that last three got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Tries the spin move. Banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Tatum passes to Craig. To tie it up. Garza pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Alexander Walker. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Pritchard. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Hauser. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Tatum finds Craig. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Reed. Pass to Garza. Launches it. Rebounded by Hauser. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. The three from Tatum. Drains the three-pointer. Tatum's got it all tied up now for Boston.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Three-pointer, Horford. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That's why Horford's out there. He's a weapon, and you've got to pay attention to him. This guy can bring you baskets in the clutch.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Will it go? Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. 104 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Edwards. And Tatum pulls it down.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pass to Hauser. They set the pick. Now here's Tatum. This ball movement by Boston. Here's Pritchard. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Pritchard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Outside, Edwards takes the 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum passes to Horford. Connects from three-point range. And it's a 9-point Celtic lead. So we see Boston get the win here. Some good moments. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Brent. Both teams aren't shy about getting out on the break.
I think about it, BA, are the coaches telling each of their teams tonight, look, as fast as we get out in transition, we have to do the same in terms of getting back in transition defense. Just slow them down 3 or 4 seconds to make them set up anything in the half-court offense, and ultimately that could win out here tonight.
And the Oklahoma City starting 5. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Now here's Holiday. There's Tatum with the 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the 3.
Revenge! Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Brown, a screen on Holmgren. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum from long range. The Thunder pull it in. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Beyond the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Fires the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Holmgren, and another miss by Oklahoma City. Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Tatum against Holmgren. Pulls it from the corner. Tatum can't hit.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Brown from outside the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Hartenstein with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. The 3 from Holmgren. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Tatum with a steal. Holiday from long range. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Holiday's got 6.
That's a beautiful shot there for Drew. Defenses have to account for Drew Holiday out there behind the arc.
The 3 from Holmgren. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, BA, he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Hartenstein, no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Williams finds Hartenstein. Pulls up. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. Brown, a screen on Holmgren. Back to Brown. Launches it. Fires in the triple. Brown's got his second bucket on the night.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Knocks down the triple.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
Williams against Brown. Outside Holiday. And stolen by Williams. Got it off in time. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
They've got Torrey Craig. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Outside Craig to the right side. The 3 is up. Caruso grabs the board. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Offensive rebound. Williams. Wallace outside. Fires the 3. Boston with a rebound. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Tatum drills the 3.
Great rhythm to that shot. Tatum right off the pass.
Williams with the screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sends it home from three-point land.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Horford, and Holiday subbed in for Craig. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Wallace. Tatum, shot is good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Back to Holiday. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Brown, he's checked in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Caruso. For Boston, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside Tatum. Holiday from long range. On target from range. Holiday's got 9.
And Drew aggressive there, right? You can see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Boston making a switch here. Warford's checked in. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Wallace, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Horford gets it to go.
Well, he's pretty smooth. If Al Horford gets that opportunity, that's a nice, quick catch and shoot.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Holmgren. Give him 8 points now. It's hauled in by White. Puts up a deep three. Horford can't hit. Thunder trail by 4. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Horford again missing. From deep, Holmgren. That doesn't go either for Holmgren. Celtics lead by 4. A deep three. Pass to White. Horford outside. It's Brown on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Horford can't hit. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
And the layup is good off the glass. Hartenstein's got his first points in this one.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And here's Horford for 3.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Wallace outside. It's Dort on the wing. And that misses. That would have put him up. Boston shooting just under 40% from the field. Horford against Holmgren. Horford outside. For 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Celtics. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Man, we've seen Drew Holiday really having a great game.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, small forward. Williams' shot is good.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Williams against Brown. Pass to Holiday. Here's White. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Dort for 3. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
The turnover leading to the turnout. That's a fast break. And Dort finishes it off.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Showing that rebounding isn't all about size. It's about will and effort.
White with a screen on Williams. Brown passes to White. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Over Williams. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now here's Brown. 12 points for him. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And he's all alone. Dort with it. Now guarded by Brown. The shot by Dort, no good. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Holiday passes to Brown. Fires from the wing. That one goes. Count it. Brown's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
Pass to Williams. Lets it fly. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Tatum from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side Williams. The fadeaway. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And here's Brown for 3. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Williams. And here's Brown for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside for the lead. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Hartenstein's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself. But now he wants to keep everybody involved.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown with the steal. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the free throw, no good. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot's good by Wiggins. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
And stolen by Caruso. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And they go to the intentional foul. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw misses. Oklahoma City making a switch here. And he sinks the second. 5 ticks left to play in the third. And an intentional foul right there. It's his first trip to the line.
Third team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Oklahoma City. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Boston trailing. We've got Al Horford, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Torrey Craig, and it's Hauser in at small forward. That's the Boston 5.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep three. Oh, the confidence from SGA on that three.
SGA from way out there, knocking down the three.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Horford against Wiggins. There's the three. Hey, Horford from range.
Think the D could do a little better? Horford is a very capable shooter.
Wiggins for three. Here's Williams. The rebound, Celtics. Horford outside. The three is up. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's Pritchard. Over to the wing. This one for three. And Horford hits again from deep.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a three. Horford pulls it in. Celtics lead by 5. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The Thunder have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Caruso outside. Three-pointer. Horford pulls it in.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Off target from three-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Caruso outside. Knocks it down from distance.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. The lead is 2. Wiggins against Horford. Again, the miss by Boston. The Thunder have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Caruso against Tatum. Caruso, pass to Wallace. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. Boston pulls it in. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. From deep, Holmgren. Boston pulls it in. There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Holiday passes to White. Porzingis with it. Kick out to Brown. Outside White. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Brown, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Dort for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Brent Barry,
tonight, Doris?
Well, you know, Kevin, there's an elevation in terms of what it means in the standings, but it also potentially means you could play this team when it matters most. So this is going to be intense tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Williams for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now here's Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Conley with the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. It's stolen by Edwards.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the 3-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. Oh, here's Edwards. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Williams for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall surveying the D. Pass to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Out to Edwards. Randall a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
Randall from outside traps in the tray.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Gobert can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Williams next for 2. Gobert pulls it in. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 3. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. There's Williams with the 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Timberwolves on offense. Randall left side. Here's the 3. And the rejection by Holmgren. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace is checked in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Clark. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Williams. Now here's DiVincenzo. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Williams against Reed. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Caruso. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Minnesota on top. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Edwards. Also, Dante DiVincenzo's out there. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot, so that's the lineup for Minnesota. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
A three-pointer. Wiggins scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 9. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Reed with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
From deep three-point land, the shot, no good. Thunder trailing by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Reed misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Now here's Jang. Lets it go from deep. Confident one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist to this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Now here's Caruso. No scoring in this one. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Wiggins with the rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Out to Wallace. Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota in the lead. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Caruso.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Wiggins from outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 6th rebound on the night. It's up a 3. Reed misses. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Thunder, trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Alexander Walker. 6 points for him. Now here's DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards from the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment.
These are the red curtains of the court. And get ready for the big half-court shots. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shots.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
So the Thunder 5 right now. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dort kicks to Holmgren. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Shot from the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. For the lead. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Holmgren's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer, Randall. Rebound by Williams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. For 3, Holmgren. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Holmgren with the steal. Launches a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Holmgren's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Oklahoma City. Randall passes to McDaniels. Randall a screen on Holmgren. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Williams. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Stolen by Michael Conley. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, some way, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
A wide open look here for Caruso. Nails the wide open jump shot. Caruso's got the game tied up here for the Thunder. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Oklahoma City has got the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
First team foul.
1:58 left to play in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside for Randall. This one for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, you see Julius Randle striking from wherever the defense concedes it. That's nicely done.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Big stretch here going 10-2. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Thunder trailing by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Cason Wallace in for George.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Dillingham wide open, and he fires. No good on the 3. Oklahoma City shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still yet to score. Reed with a screen on Wiggins. Wiggins against Randall. 6 to shoot. Randall a screen on Williams. Here's Reed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Caruso with the ball. Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Timberwolves on top. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. You've got Naz Reid. Clark is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Edwards in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Ingles can't get it to go. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Lets it go with a 3. Joe, good.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Ingles kicks to Reed. There's the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range to the middle. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And then for Oklahoma City, Wiggins is checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. From deep, Williams. Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 5. Reed with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. Reed misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Wiggins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Count that one for George.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Reed the pass to Edwards. Clark outside. Reed with a screen for Clark. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in for Cason Wallace. Now here's McDaniels. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Hartenstein. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Edwards, no good. Thunder trailing by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Outside Conley. Puts up a deep 3. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, we normally see Mike Conley toe the line. That time he takes a step or 2 past it. Okay, Mike.
Holmgren can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drive. Looked good from here.
McDaniels against Williams. Fires from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Hartenstein. Kept alive.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Fade away. That's short off the rim. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Hartenstein inside. Defended by Gobert. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Edwards fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
From deep 3-point territory. Off target with that shot. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably. All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
roster.
Yeah, it's a luxury these days, honestly. Resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the 1. For 3, Randall. The rebound, Celtics.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Brown against McDaniels. Porzingis with a screen on McDaniels. Brown, no good. Conley looking for an opening. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. White with the steal. First quarter, just over a minute played. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Minnesota. And you look at Derek White, Richard. The energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Here's Brown. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
The Celtics have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Brown, a screen on Conley. Back to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Pass to Randall. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. Boston has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And here's Brown for 3. McDaniels with some nice D.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
There's Tatum with the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on White. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Randall outside. No good with the triple. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 3. Brown passes to Holiday. Brown with a screen. 1:51 left to play in the first. Fires for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. For 3, Randall counted from distance.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Tatum, a screen on McDaniels. Brown with it, now guarded by McDaniels. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Tatum against Randall. McDaniels from long range. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Celtics trail by 4. Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. Leans from outside. Pass to Tatum. Over Edwards. And it's Tatum missing. The Timberwolves have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Randall. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. White finds Porzingis. And here's Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Conley. The 3 ball. Porzingis misses. Minnesota leading by 4. Randall deciding where to go with it. And it falls all over the rim and in. Randall's got 5. Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the...
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
They've got Miller, Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Reed in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minot's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Edwards against Tatum. Edwards, no good. Boston trailing. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Launches a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Boston has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Reed for 3. Boston with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The 3 from Craig. Can't hit that one. Timberwolves trail by 3. Right side, Alexander Walker. Fades. Hits the trifecta. Alexander Walker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Craig with a screen on Edwards. Outside Craig. From downtown. Minot pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Out to DiVincenzo. RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
Pritchard gets it to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading 3s back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Boston's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Horford can't hit. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reed for 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And here's Horford for 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker. From outside, off the mark. Boston's shooting just around 32% from the field. There's Tatum with the 3. Reed with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. DiVincenzo against Tatum. And here's Alexander Walker. Hits the three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got his second basket on the night. Celtics trail by 3. Tatum looking it over. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Outside Reed. DiVincenzo on the wing. Buried from outside. I don't know. Just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off the time, but I think it's going to count.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
On the floor for Boston, the perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. Drains the triple.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Brown, a screen on Randall. Tatum way outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Randall outside from deep three-point range. Boston pulls it in.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
McDaniels against Brown. Pass to Porzingis. White with it. And here's Brown for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Edwards against White. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. The 3. Sinks the tray. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Launches it. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Up top, Edwards. He's guarded by White. Edwards, no good.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
You look at his college days and his rookie year. Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Fade away. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Here's Alexander Walker. Minnesota again missing. The Celtics have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter.
For an athlete like Brown, you salivate. You just start drooling thinking about the open floor. Fast breaks are your friend.
They set the screen. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for Anthony Edwards. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. Reed for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston on offense. They've got a 10-0 run going. And here's Horford for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall finds Reed. Randall against Brown. 4-3. And that's good. Randall for 3. Randall's got 11 points.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Pritchard. Nice jump shot. 58 seconds left in the third. Holiday against DiVincenzo. Outside, Alexander Walker. The 3 is up. Horford pulls it in. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Nails it from 3. And now a 3-point Boston lead.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
DiVincenzo against Holiday. Outside Reed. The 3 connects from downtown. Reed's got his second basket of the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Conley. Horford outside. It could go. And that's not going to go. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Edwards. He's out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Reed in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Garza. And another 3 from Minnesota.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Out to the right wing. Here's Cornette. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Cornette's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Beyond the arc. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Doesn't go that time. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
Cool calm and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Reed against Tatum. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Cornette. Off target with the three. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Clark outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Fires it. Again, the miss by Boston. Outside Edwards. Outside Reed. From behind the arc. It's not going to go for him. Stolen by Reed. Lots of room. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Reed sets a screen. Garza's shot is good.
And that three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards got his 7th rebound here tonight. Puts it up. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And Minnesota with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Garza. Ingles comes in for Clark. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Edwards. There's Tatum with the 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. Outside, Ingles. Here's the 3. Horford pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
There's Tatum with the 3. And Tatum cashes in from the corner.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Outside, Ingles. Reed, the screen on Horford. Ingles from outside. Buries it from 3. Ingles gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Horford. Puts up a deep 3. That shot off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ingles against Tatum. From deep. They get it back. Outside, Ingles. From the arc. Connects from downtown. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Let's go with a 3. The rebound, Celtics. Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Substitution report.
And so it's Minnesota with the W. This one, all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that.